Hey people, I am live. Welcome to the Monday evening stream, a very cold and windy Monday evening. It is 7 p.m. December the 29th. This is the last Monday evening stream of the year. Next time I stream on a Monday, it'll be 2026. Welcome everyone. Hope you're all warm inside, watching me as I'm freezing outside. What's up, William? John Nicholson, Leo Chung, hello. First Last, 315 Tricky, Jacob Gaming, Chowdhury, Gertish, Grateful, Susie, hello. Warwalker, it is indeed live. Just like the title says. Hey, Vivian Johnson, hello. Greg Keating, Graybo, Whitby Dude, Mr. Adam's Apple. Welcome everyone. Mr. Majestic, good to have you all. Billy T, Just Two Dreamers Living Life, Ray of Sunshine. Command Man, what is up? Transit Mobile Scooter, Lena Sandoval. Good to have you. Batlin the Belfry, Len Emilio. It was pretty good, pretty good. Is Gertish, you're right. I'm at Young and Eglinton. Digital Blade, Alex Oliveira. And all those who I might have missed your greeting, hello. Some of them zip by before I have a chance to see them. Intruder Alert, what's up? But I'm glad you could all check out the stream tonight. Lumiakin. And welcome to any new viewers, maybe first time watching one of my streams. Hope you enjoy watching me walk around in the insane wind chill as I torture myself for your entertainment. Hey Janice, hello. Just wondering if I should go south or if I should go west. Which way will be windier and more unpleasant? I don't know. Hello, Jake and Hannah and Lorraine and Alicia. Toronto's doo-wop music guy. I think it's around -5, but it feels more like -15 with the wind chill. Yeah, the wind is no joke. There's a wind warning in effect for a lot of the greater Toronto area. Winds gusting up to 80 to 90 kilometers an hour in some cases. Hey, Jada, hello. Hello, Mandy. Say I should go west. What's up, Arnold? Maybe we'll get to the tower later. I'm a bit reluctant to walk west. Just because it seems to be windier if I face this way. But that might be just because we're standing in front of some tall buildings here. Maybe once I get past the tall buildings, it won't be so bad. Hello, Jillian. Zach, hello. Tiana. Sometimes I just miss people's greetings, Zach. It's nothing personal. Sometimes they are there, then they're gone. I don't even get a chance to see people's name as they zip by. It happens. I try to say hi to everyone if I can. Nadine, Stewie, hello. And there are also snow squalls making their way into parts of the Greater Toronto area. And it was snowing earlier when I was out. There was a little burst of snow activity, but it seems to have died down now. Maybe we'll get more of that later. We still have snow on the ground from Boxing Day. The rain we got yesterday was all day long, but it wasn't enough to melt it all, unfortunately. So we still have snow on the ground. Hey, Picard. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Donkey, hello. Jake. Yeah, it rained all day long yesterday. It was like above zero and raining all day. Like rain, 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 non-stop rain for the entire day. It did melt a lot of the snow, but I think we needed another day of rain and mild temperatures to completely melt it. Oh well. And we already have 400 viewers 7 minutes into the stream. That's amazing. That's the fastest I've ever had that many viewers. Cheers, everyone. It's the face freezing live stream tonight. My face is already frozen. I've only been out here for a few minutes. I was inside the Young Eglinton Center recording a video, enjoying the cozy, warm environs in there, but I knew eventually I'd have to come back out here. Hey, Stephen Edwards, Chris Mills, Ziggy Phoenix. Face freezing works well with the algorithms. Apparently so, yeah. It's like, hey, look, this guy in Toronto is freezing his face off. Let's make sure everyone in YouTube land can see his stream. Because everyone would enjoy watching that, I think. That works for me, I guess. Hey, Mandy, hello. Vega? I'm all bundled up here. I'm all bundled up. I got my new winter boots. Got a big heavy coat. Got layers on under the coat. I got a big heavy glove holding my gimbal. I got the hat, of course. See? Hard to get a good look at everything, but yeah, I'm all as warm as, you know, as I'm able to be. Howard, hello. Damon Washington. Kensington Cisco, hello. Intruder Alert Captain. Holy moly, $20. You bought a record player for your Beatles album. Tomorrow is your birthday. So maybe more Beatles stuff. That's awesome. Might as well go all out, right? And happy early birthday. In case I don't get a chance to say it tomorrow sometime. And thank you very kindly for the $20. Very generous. Enjoy your Beatle time. I know I do. Much appreciated. Intruder Alert Captain. Cheers. Yeah, happy birthday. A day early. Revolver, can't go wrong with a revolver, yeah. I got everything plugged into my new heavy-duty power bank here. I figured I'd just plug everything in right off the bat, you know, because the Windchill kills batteries in these gadgets. So my gimbal's already plugged in, my phone is plugged in, of course. So I'm walking along Eglinton Avenue. Let's see how far I get here. I think at some point I'll go south. Not sure what street I'll choose, but it'll be one. Transit mobile scooter, 10 bucks. Wishing a happy early birthday to Intruder Alert Captain with a $10 super chat to go along with it. Well, thank you. From me to you, and I guess also from you to him. Cheers. Much appreciated. Transit mobile scooter. My birthday was in September, so quite a long wait for mine to come around again. Yeah, I recorded 2 videos before the live stream. One outside and one indoors. Yeah, I'll be out there streaming with you, dude. I'll be out there New Year's Eve. Probably start around 10 p.m. or thereabouts. Find a good spot along the waterfront. Stream the fireworks. Mark M, hello. It's always a challenge to find a good spot that isn't swamped with too many people, because once the fireworks begins, everyone whips out their phones, making Instagram reels and things like that, and the signal just crashes, right? It happens every year. It's hard to get a stream of the fireworks that isn't constantly crashing. So I'm going to try to find a spot where that won't happen. Hey, Richmond Tan, good evening. Happy early New Year. And man, these new boots are cozy and warm and awesome, but the one on my right foot gave me a nasty blister, which I'm still dealing with here. It hurts, man, but you have to do it, right? You just have to power through the pain until it doesn't hurt anymore, until the boot gets properly broken in. It's only the one boot too, the other one's okay. So I'm kind of hobbling a little bit here. But it's not as bad as last time, so I think it's working. Do I pop them? I didn't have to. This one popped itself. Just from constantly rubbing against the back of my heel with the boot. Hey Carlos, good evening. Got like 2 band-aids on the blister to cushion it a bit, and a thick pair of socks to cushion it even more. So maybe by New Year's Eve, maybe the boot will be not so painful, and the blister also. Alright, we're walking west on Eglinton. Maybe I'll take us through a couple of neighborhoods along here. Hope the wind doesn't blow me away. Hope it doesn't kill my gadgets. This power bank is pretty heavy duty though. That rain we had all day yesterday turned a lot of the snow into like hard, crusty snow, you know? It's like all hard and crunchy and crusty. And slippery. The worst kind of snow, you know? At least it's still fairly white. When it turns brown, that's when it's really gross. Hey, JJ from Texas, welcome to the stream. Elian, hello. Yeah, it's very slippery. I'm keeping an eye on my footfalls here. I always tend to look down at the sidewalks as I'm walking. You never know what you're about to step on, right? Welcome to any new viewers tonight. I already have 600 viewers. Holy cow. 16 minutes into the stream. That's a record. For this early in the stream, that's a record for sure. Maybe New Year's Eve, maybe beat that, maybe? That might be the only stream that beat that so soon. Peter Stock, hello. This is the Eglinton Way. That's what this neighborhood is called. As we go west along Eglinton Avenue. Avenue Road right here. And Avenue Station for the Crosstown LRT if it ever opens. Might not be till February now, some people are saying. There were hopes recently that it might open before the end of the year, but that's obviously not happening. And then it was like, oh, maybe right after the new year. And now it's like, oh, maybe February. And then once we get to February, it'll be, oh, maybe April, right? Hey, our gang, the Little Rascals, what's up? Lindy and Devin, welcome. Annetta, how you doing? Hey, hello, watching from Panama. Welcome to the stream. We got Mitchell. It is a miserable cold night, for sure. For sure, or faux show. If you want to talk like Seth from Superbad. Christos is here. At least the sidewalks are pretty clear right here. I'm not trudging through chunky snow and whatnot. That was fun on Boxing Day, doing that for 2.5 hours. When Harry met Beth. What is this? This is at the old Eglinton Theatre here. Former movie theater. Eglinton Grand. Is this like a play? When Harry... Let's take a look here. I don't know. Maybe this is an inside joke of some sort. Maybe there's a guy named Harry and a woman named Beth. who live in the area. It's funny because around New Year's I often watch that movie When Harry Met Sally, because it has a New Year's theme to it, if you haven't seen it. Dixon Cider, hello. Math Doctors. And I also like to watch Trading Places around New Year's because it also takes place, you know, around that time. It's an awesome, awesome, funny movie. What's up, Carlos? Clayton, hello. Carol, good to have you. And Kristen is here. Long time no see. It's not too busy here along Eglinton right now. Everyone's inside, right? All the sensible people are inside. And about 600 of you are sensible people who are inside watching some doofus walking around outside. Famous Master. Oh, is that what that is, Jacob? Okay. Eddie Clark, pretty much, yeah. The wind blowing in my face. At least it's not blowing at like 90 kilometers an hour right now. Let's hope that doesn't happen. It's both, Clayton. I guess it's both. Although the real Happy New Year will be Wednesday night when I'll be streaming. Sal Smith, hello. You're watching from outside. Bestest Times Reborn. Well, we'll see if we get some snow action. When I was out earlier, as I mentioned, it was snowing, but it seems to have stopped for now. Hey, Dale Melnichuk. So if I keep going west here, I'll eventually find myself in Little Jamaica. So let's see if I can get that far before I start heading south. Maybe I'll take Oakwood Avenue south. We'll walk through Oakwood Vaughan. Kevin Hawthorne. Well, the restaurants are pretty busy, the ones that are open anyway. That place has got a good crowd inside. Hello, Steve Atlas. Yeah, once I walk at a good pace, I do tend to feel a bit warmer for sure. Right now, it's basically just my face. Just like the title says, just my face is freezing right now. These guys are not bothered by the weather though. Hey, the Chaz, hello. Hey, Carol Ann Woodhouse. I don't see another person up ahead of me on the sidewalk for quite a distance. Vivian Johnson, $10. I am one crazy YouTuber. I hope I make it a shorter walk or I'll freeze more than my face. Well, let's hope not. Let's hope nothing elsewhere in my anatomy freezes, you know what I'm saying? Thank you very much, Vivian Johnson. Much appreciated, Vivian. I'll do my best to make sure everything else avoids getting too cold. I do have long johns on. Yeah, that's right, Baby Grinch. I don't think I'll be walking to the airport tonight, though. Maybe I'll do that another time. Hey, McLean Films, hello. Yeah, welcome, everyone. If you're new to the channel, I hope you enjoy the walk. Watching me freeze my face off and maybe some other parts of my body as well. Come and say hi in the chat if you want. You do have to subscribe in order to participate in the live chat, but it's free. It's painless. And you're very much welcome to do so. And you're encouraged, of course, to subscribe. And like and share, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. All the stuff that YouTubers say, you've heard it all before. Here's another station. Hey, Kurt D, hello. Chaplin Station. Everything is ready to go. We're just waiting for the TTC now to deem it ready for operation. And they tend to be overly cautious, I find, when it comes to that sort of thing. I think they're really afraid of repeating what happened with the O train in Ottawa. That would be like a huge embarrassment. So they're being super duper nanny state type overly cautious, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. It's an underground station for the Line 5 crosstown. The Eglinton crosstown. Don't forget to hop in. Yeah, if I do start feeling my extremities freezing, I'll definitely pop in somewhere and thaw things out a bit. Same with my gadgets. So far everything is working now. My phone is still at 100%. My gimbal seems fine. My power bank is still at 92%, so it has a lot of juice left. Hey, when's Kidamaz? Hello. And Alan K, $5. Hey, Ken, can't be in the stream due to family commitments. See you in the next one. Hey, no worries, Alan. You got to do the family commitments. That supersedes watching some doofus walk around, so all the best to you and your family, Alan. Thank you very kindly. Much appreciated, Alan K. Cheers. So as long as everything holds out, I think my plan is to end up back downtown by the end of the stream, or at least close to downtown. I usually stream between 2.5 to 3 hours most of the time. Aiden Thompson McGuire, hello. Whoa! Man, I almost tripped on a chunk of ice. Yeah, it's a pretty long walk. Considering I'm still walking west, I haven't even started walking south towards downtown yet. Hey, Ted Guan, hello. I have a few ideas, Greg, but nothing is 100% confirmed yet. Where am I walking tonight, Kurt? I'm not sure where Jen is walking, but Ken is walking on Eglinton right now. Heading west. Hey, Expelta, hello. And Nav and Dad. Back in New York. Yeah, you guys in New York also got a nice little helping of snow. I saw watching some New York live streamers. Shannon Baker, hello. Got all these old Art Deco apartment buildings along here. They're kind of cool. You can see how far we've come. There's Yonge and Eglinton way off there now. Way off yonder. Is that right? You had to walk in 100 centimeters of snow? I don't think I've ever done that, and I grew up in North Bay. North Bay gets some serious snow sometimes in the winter. Hey, Daniel. No way as if. Happy holidays. Oh no. I'm not sure, Daniel. A lot. In terms of just actual snowfall. I don't know, back in my childhood, I can remember days when we got like 3 or 4 feet of snow in a big blizzard, you know. And then the snowbanks would of course be way higher than that, like 8 to 10 feet high. Of course, when you're a little kid, everything seems bigger, the snow seems deeper because you're shorter. Came up to your waist when you're a little kid, right? It might only come up to your knees when you're an adult. Minus 55 in the Yukon. I heard about that. Yeah, that's crazy. I think the coldest actual temperature, not including wind chill, actual air temperature I've ever walked around in is probably like minus 35 or something like that. Which, you know, feels incredibly crispy on your face. Not in Toronto, of course. Toronto never gets that cold. But I think North Bay a few times did get that cold. What do we got going on here? I just want to have a nice peaceful walk. These two guys are grappling or something inside the bus shelter there. Some sort of situation, but I'm just gonna press on and ignore. Hey, Saleda, hello. And here's the Forest Hill Station. We're at Bathurst Street. What's up, crikey? Let's hope we don't encounter any more of that sort of situation. The wind. Bat in the Belfry, hello. Pick up the pace a little bit here. The sidewalk is nice and clear. Don't have to walk so carefully. Walk at my usual pace. Well, maybe a bit slower than my usual pace thanks to this blister, but the more I walk, the less it hurts. Hey, funny dog. Hello, hello. Welcome to Upper Village. That's what they call this stretch here. That's referring to Forest Hill Village, which is to the south of here. It has its own little retail area along Spadina Road, but as part of Eglinton Avenue, there's lots of businesses serving the Forest Hill neighborhood, the northern part of Forest Hill. Very wealthy neighborhood. Hey, E-Cypher, hello. Or just E, okay. Or C, I don't know. I'm never quite sure what to call you. I'll just call it's E, just like on Entourage, you're E. I'm Kenny Drama, or maybe actually Johnny could just be Johnny Drama, right? Any viewers of Entourage might know what I'm talking about. I'm not Turtle though. I'm definitely not going to be Turtle. I guess I have to be Vince then. Oh well. Vince it is. Alright, we're making progress here, walking west on Eglinton. Kind of walking towards Little Jamaica. And Leo Chung, super chat, popped in and disappeared. $2. Thank you very much, Leo. Much appreciated, Leo. Cheers to the support. Hope you're enjoying the walk. My gimbal holding hand is getting a bit stiff. Woohoo! Hey Scott, hello. Hey, glad you're enjoying, Leo. The new LRT is basically awaiting the TTC's decision to open it on whatever day they see fit. I think everything is done, the testing is done, everything is ready to go. Just some last minute fine tuning, I think, is what they're doing over the next month or two. Supposedly, anyway. Well, I think the city has made an effort to get signal priority up and running, full signal priority, you know, not just this conditional signal priority that the streetcars currently use. Get full signal priority for the Finch West LRT and the above ground section of the Eglinton LRT. That should have been a thing from the very beginning. Should have been the plan all along. Of course, the underground section that we're walking along right now, that should run pretty quickly, right? It's just the above ground portion that is going to need some attention. April 1st, April Fool's Day. They'll open it on April 1st and no one will believe it. Everyone will just think it's a joke. No one will even go on it. Dinner? No, I haven't actually. I just had my bowl of Vector today so far. That's pretty much all I've had. Big bowl of Vector. So here's Cedarvale. This is one of the entrances here. I think you can actually go into these now because there's tunnels that they opened up that are currently in use, so you can access line 1 over there. So you don't have to wait at this long ass intersection for all the cars to turn, you know? Maybe I should try it. I'm just wondering if my signal will hold up if I do this. I don't want to lose signal here. But this intersection has always been a pain in the ass for pedestrians because this is where the Allen Expressway ends or begins here at Eglinton, so many cars are always turning off and on of the Allen Expressway here. It takes forever to get across as a pedestrian, so they opened up this tunnel so you can walk across without having to deal with all that nonsense. But let's see how the signal is here. Hey, Ukakok, hello. If I start losing signal, I'm just going to bail and go back up. Back up the street level. But let's hope it stays and I can warm up for a minute. There, now we're walking underneath the new boots squeaking. They're squeaky. Can't really hear it outside. Well, yeah, the signal's dipping here. It's dipping, but not too much. If the signal does crap out, don't go anywhere, because I'll be back like in a minute, or less than a minute, and we'll be back outside again. I haven't done this yet, so I've been kind of curious to come and check this out. So here's where you can access line 1, which is the subway line that's running right underneath us here. And Eglinton will be line 5 when that opens. So eventually you'll be able to transfer here from line 1 onto line 5. There'll be a transfer station here at Cedar Vale. So that'll be really awesome, you know. It'll be so nice to have that option. All right, we made it to the other side, and the signal stayed for the most part. And you can also go the other way across the street to the south side of Eglinton Avenue through another tunnel. Yeah, we avoided that ridiculous intersection there. I've recorded a bunch of videos in the past walking through there, and it's a pain in the ass, and I mentioned that in all of those videos, what a pain in the ass it is trying to cross through there. Haha! Success! Victory! Keeping with the Johnny Drama theme. Yeah, the signal dipped just a little bit, so I guess it's pretty stream friendly to walk through there. Hey, Capo, hello. Yeah, and it gave me a chance to warm up for a couple minutes. My gadgets warm up also. Whoa, that ambulance is hauling ass. It's heading into Little Jamaica. Coming into Little Jamaica here. Hey, thank you, Vivian. That's right. Do all the things Vivian just mentioned right there. Like, share, subscribe, of course. Hit the notification bell. Come and say hi in the chat if you want. No pressure. Hey, Marks Carney and Jefferson, hello. Careful of the icy patch. Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes peeled for icy patches. Hey, Dull Vid, hello. Alright, Little Jamaica. Is that right, Gosling? That's unusual. Cheers, Brown. Yeah, so far so good. My gadgets are not dying yet. My face is not frozen solid yet, so that's good. All my other extremities seem to be doing okay. Yeah, that coffee time has been there a long time. A long time. There aren't too many coffee times left. Ryan Strides. Not sure who Ryan Strides is. Any relation to Johnny? It's Johnny's less well-known second cousin, Ryan Strides. Alright, little Jamaica, but it's a freezing cold day, unlike actual Jamaica. Not going to see much ice and snow in the other Jamaica. Am I related to Johnny Strides? That's a definite no. But I guess we are brothers in streaming, I guess. Brothers in walk tubing. Walk tubing bros, maybe? That's about as close as it gets, I think. Hey, Dan Steely. There's the famous Randy's across the street. That place closed down for a while, but then it reopened. Hey, pretty nice tree. Not bad. Nice tree here for little Jamaica. And here's Oakwood Station. Oh, the wind is pretty bad walking that way now. Luckily I'm going to turn here. I'm going to go south down Oakwood Avenue. We'll start heading towards downtown. An hour in to the stream, I think it's about time I started heading towards downtown. That's where I live. That's where I kind of want to end up. We'll walk through Oakwood Vaughan and Oakwood Village. Oh man, it is nasty wind right here. Get me out of here. It's terrible. That guy's out there in a t-shirt carrying pizzas. Probably doesn't have far to go, I imagine. The pizzas are keeping him warm, I guess. Alright, now a lot of people say this is a rough area, and they say stuff like, oh, you shouldn't walk through that area, and all that sort of thing, or I wouldn't walk through that area, yada yada yada. But I've walked through here many times and nothing has ever happened, and I'm pretty confident that nothing will happen again this time. So south we go. It's just a working class neighborhood, you know, around here. It's a little rough around the edges. You do hear about things happening around here, crime type stuff, but it's nothing like outrageous that happens every single day or anything like that. Yeah, the occasional shootings and things like that. Mostly people who are known to one another, beefing for turf or whatever the case may be. We're at Little Jamaica, and Oakwood Vaughan is the neighborhood we're heading into here. Got the 5 points up ahead. I think there used to be a gang that associated around these parts called the 5 Point Generals. That was like years ago. Hey, peanut butter, how you doing? On toast? That's my favorite. Yeah. If I have toast, I almost always have it with peanut butter. And Danube, 10 Rial, hot drink fund. Thank you very much, Danube. Much appreciated. My hat is covering my face. Thank you very kindly, Danube. Lots of bright light there. Mandy Haynes, hello. I'm still at it. Ugh, the sidewalk here is not very walkable. Chunks of ice all over the place. Still got close to 800 viewers here. I'm amazed. Thank you so much, everyone. Walking south down Oakwood Avenue now. We walked for like almost an hour along Eglinton Avenue. But I want to get back downtown. Whoa, this car is this car is driving like a maniac here. Whoa. Okay. He bitched me out. The guy in the car bitched me out instead of me bitching him out, which is what should have happened, right? Because I guess it was icy there, and he put on the brakes and the car was not stopping fast enough. It was sliding on the ice, but I didn't really know that. I was just crossing through the intersection as I had every right to do, and I knew that car was approaching, but normally I would just think, yeah, well, he's going to stop at this stop sign here. But before I knew what was going on, I was in the middle of the intersection and he was sliding. But then he just assumed that I just knew that that was going to happen, and I just decided to walk out in front of him anyway. Alright, here's the intersection of Oakwood and Vaughan, like the heart of the neighborhood here. Like, he should be driving more slowly and carefully approaching an intersection, right? He was going at a good clip there. Maybe lay off the gas a little bit if the streets are icy and you're approaching a stop sign. So basically he's a dipshit, is what it comes down to. Alright, so Oakwood Vaughan. Some might say this is the hood. There is a Sam's store. Usually, if you see a Sam's store, that's usually an indication that you might be in a dicey area, but not always. The worst Sam's store in the whole city, probably the worst convenience store at all in the whole city, not just the worst Sam's store, is the one at Dundas and Sherbourne. Just a stone's throw away from where I live. I live just about a 3-minute walk away from that Sam's store at Dundas and Sherbourne. And that is the sketchiest store I have ever been in my life, and I have been in there a number of times. Yeah, I lived there, near there too, Jacob, that's right. Hey, Abby Sands, hello. Yeah, thank you very much. I ran into her and her family at the Eaton Center recently. Kicking random chunks of ice here. Alright, south down Oakwood. We're going to walk through Oakwood Village up ahead. Another little neighborhood retail area. All kinds of shops and restaurants and handy stuff like that. It's a cute little neighborhood strip. Adventures with Dan, hello. We're heading towards St. Clair. Once I get to St. Clair Avenue, I might walk along there for a bit.
They're gonna...
Hanson Road. Watch, it's slippery there. That girl talking very loudly on her phone just complained to her friend about me live streaming as I walk past her. Look, we can still hear her. Who's being more disruptive to the public, her or me? Alright, we're coming into Oakwood Village here. Oh, nasty wind. I literally just walked past her for like 10 seconds, you know? And all anyone saw was the back of her coat and her hood. That's it. Alright, Oakwood Village. I can still hear her yelling on the phone to her friend. Not about me, that's just how she talks. She's just one of those people who yells when they talk on the phone out in public. Just be thankful that she's not on the subway with a packed subway car full of people. Yeah, nice little area here. There's Rogers Road. Canada School of Theology. Interesting. There's Domino's. I haven't had Domino's since I was at Johnny's apartment when we did that stream together. And here's the local library branch here. Oakwood Village Library and Art Center also. How far am I walking? I'm gonna see if I can get back downtown. Maybe I'll make my way to a grocery store close to home before they close. I think I might have time to do that. I need to get juice. I'm all out of juice. Hey, Douglas Putnam. Welcome to the stream. And welcome to all the other new viewers. I think I might have a bunch of new viewers tonight. It's awesome to have you all. Thank you for watching the stream. Heading towards downtown. Still quite a ways off though. We're still north of St. Clair Avenue. I like the housing stock here. It's just nice, solid, old, 100-year-old homes basically around here. Kind of packed in all tight. Small yards, small lots, but kind of cozy. Kind of old school, kind of like the neighborhood that Archie Bunker lived in on All in the Family. We lived with Meathead and Edith. Whoa, slippery. Hey, have a good night, Carol Ann Woodhouse. Thanks for checking out the stream. King of Queens also. Yeah, I think both those shows were set in Queens. Obviously King of Queens was, but I think All in the Family, they also lived in Queens. Yeah, I have walked through here before. Yeah, and R.I.P. Rob Reiner. Speaking of Meathead. Holy moly, the wind is kicking up big time here. Can you hear it? Hey, Carl Roth. Hey, Joseph, hello. Oy vey. Boy, the way Glenn Miller played, everybody called his name. Those were the days. Hey, Jacqueline, hello. On this side too, I'm not really showing this side of the street, but it's the same. Alright, we're almost at St. Clair Avenue. Kind of a long haul, you know, down Oakwood Avenue from Eglinton to St. Clair. It's like a 30-minute walk, or almost. Thank you. That's right, the last Monday stream of 2025. Second last stream of the year altogether. Wednesday, I'll be live streaming the New Year's Eve fireworks. So be sure you check that out. Hey, Felicity. You're trapped in a lake house because of the ice rain. Wow, where is this lake house? Holy moly. Right, St. Clair. Oh, Diana Lee, £10 super chat. Thank you. Thank you very, very kindly, Diana, for the generous support. Hope the weather is a bit more pleasant across the pond where you are compared to where I am right now. Cheers, Diana. Thank you very kindly. And welcome to the channel if you're a new viewer. Or maybe it's just your first time popping into the chat. Can I go to the no frills? It's not my plan. If it's too late, by the time I get close to home, I might have to go to a Shoppers Drug Mart instead of a grocery store. The grocery stores close at 10. And I'm not sure if I'll be at my destination by 10. I guess we'll find out. I'll let that guy pass because he was walking right behind me, so I'll slow down a bit. St. Clair Avenue. No wonder he was walking so fast. He was heading to the liquor store. Hey, Jollykins, hello. Mr. Parasol, hello.
Try the manual. Well, I see the hour.
So yeah, east on St. Clair. That's where we are right now. What's the temperature? I think it's around -5 Celsius. But with the wind chill, it feels a lot colder. Like minus something teen. -15, -16. I think it might get down to feeling like -18 at some point tonight. It's cold. Yeah, not too many bugs flying around out here right now. That means they're all going to go inside people's apartments and houses, though, to stay warm. Some wind, crazy wind here. Hey, it's What a Bagel. Have a good night, Karen. Yeah, I hope you feel better. Get some rest. Here's that good pizza smell. Every time I walk past this neighborhood here, this location, there's a Little Caesars down there. That's what smells so good. And I think there's another pizza place around here too. Every time I walk past that Little Caesars, it smells amazing. Lots of restaurants around here too. If you don't like pizza, there's just about anything really. Anything you could want. This restaurant is full. I'm walking past here. Nodo. It is full of people. Oops, my gimbal. My gimbal lost some of its life there. The battery still is green though. The battery indicator hasn't flashed red or anything yet. Just doesn't like the cold. None of these gadgets like the cold. An hour and a half into the stream. Feels like longer when it's cold out like this. An hour and a half feels like 2.5 hours already. Hey, hello from Calgary. Welcome. Ounce Willis. Across to the south side of St. Clair Avenue. Change things up a bit. Girls rock your boys. Is that right, Jollykins? Holy moly. You live in Scotland, right? Well, let's hope whoever did that gets caught and dealt with properly. Glad you're okay. Oh, is there an imposter Jollykins in the chat? Do we have 2 Jollykins right now? Which is the real Jollykins? One has 4 S's and one has 3 S's. There was an imposter Ken Continuum in a chat once. Even my own chat had the imposter pop in. out here walking in the cold. That's what I do. I walk around in weather that most sane people stay in and avoid. We're at Christie Street. I could go south down there, but I'll stay on St. Clair. Maybe I'll pick another street to go south. That's a bit more interesting. Is that right, Jacob? Well, you won't be the first one. It's been done. Hey, oh, bee's knees. There's a big thrift store. I've been here before. I bought some chairs for my kitchen table here. I still have them. Will I be walking? I'm not sure. Maybe for another hour if my gadgets hold out that long. Do my feet hurt? Just the one with the blister. My right foot has a nasty blister from these new boots. Still trying to break them in, right? Just one of them though. The other one is okay. Just the right one is doing the whole blister thing. It hurts, but I'm just, you know, just dealing with it. Because if you don't, your boots will always hurt you, so I gotta break it in. Hey, Annette McCauley, hello. Your cat has joined in. Well, I hope they find this entertaining. I have a feeling like catnip or a toy mouse or something might be more entertaining, but hey, if your cat's into it, who am I to complain, right? You have a weird cat, but I can dig it. Hey, 01 Red Cloud. A jam man or a butter boy? I'll just imagine you're just referring to something as innocent as peanut butter and jam. And I'll just give you a nice innocent answer. I like peanut butter more than jam, I guess. I have a feeling that's not what you're referring to, though. But let's just pretend that you were. Well, I can enjoy a peanut butter and jam sandwich, yeah, but usually when I'm at the grocery store, I don't buy jam, I just buy peanut butter. Maybe once in a blue moon I'll get both. Right, we're at Vaughan Road again. Vaughan Road runs at a diagonal as it makes its way through the area. It doesn't run straight north-south. You can sort of see some of the buildings downtown here. I can see the top of the Aura off in the distance. Vector with jam. How would that even work? I like bread and butter. I like toast and jam. Hey, bungee skunk. Yeah, that's an idea. That's an idea. Alright, crossing Bathurst. Some nice wind blasting up the street here. Thanks, Mandy. Yeah, I find people enjoy the dead mall videos. Or even the busy mall videos. I think people just enjoy mall videos in general. Why do I hear hey ya? Somebody's playing hey ya over here. Unexpected copyright music. Just sitting by themselves in the park here in the snow at a bench blasting hey ya. I have to mute the audio here. Alright, that was odd. I like that song, but I don't want to get a copyright claim this far into the stream, right? Some random dude sitting by himself at a bench in the snow, bringing his boombox. Hey, Queen Victoria, hello. Alright, we got St. Clair West subway station here on either side of the street. Okay, thank you, Tiana. That's right, don't forget to do those things. Tiana just mentioned right there. If you can't see what I'm talking about, she said don't forget to hit like and subscribe, or subscribe. It's kind of more how it's spelled, all in caps too, so she's serious. So you better not forget to do those things. You don't want to mess with Tiana. Don't make her angry. You wouldn't like it when she's angry. Hey, Lorraine, thank you. William of Canada and Javier, hello. Cold, windy night. The last Monday of 2025. Hope you made the best of it, or the worst of it. For all you Monday haters out there, this is the last Monday of the year, so that should make you happy. Got a good crowd watching. 564 people from what I can see here. Very, very awesome. Thank you, everyone. Probably hit 30.4, I bet you, by now. I was pretty close to 30.4 by the beginning of the stream, so I'm probably comfortably past 30.4 by now. We're going to have fun on New Year's? Well, hopefully. That's the plan. I mean, I won't be out partying or drinking or anything. I'll be streaming. But that's still fun, right? I might run into some other streamers, you know, that usually happens. Let's see if I can hit 30.5. That would be cool. Alright, here's Spadina Road. So I think I will take a walk past Castaloma. Let's start heading south now. Hey, look, you can see the tower. The first glimpse of the tower there. Get to the tower. Get to the tower. Unzoom. Hey, Bill Vick, hello. Hello, Mary Rose. So we'll take a walk past Castaloma, Toronto's famous mansion, sort of built in the form of a castle. It's big enough to be a castle anyway, and it looks like one. At what point does a big house that looks like a castle just become a castle? Whoa. Hey, Diaries of Sarika, hello. Jeez, kinds of crud on the sidewalk here. And you can see some of the skyline coming into view there. Hey, Dem Sun, hello. Walking over the Nordheimer Ravine here. I think that's what it's called. See One Bloor West, that tall building that's lit up on top. Hey, Mark Ellen Holmes, hello. Get on the Spadina bus. As the shuffle demons used to say, right? Robert Brunn, hello. Oh no, my phone came unplugged. Find a place to put my gimbal down for a second here. Walking over a bridge right now, of course, there's no good place here to do that. It was doing really good too this whole time. The connection was strong, my phone had lots of power. There's like no place to set down your gadgets around here. Okay, maybe right here. Yeah, this will come in handy. Look at that. That'll come in very handy. All right. First time I've had to do this. My hands are so cold I can barely plug this thing in. All right. This is the first time I've had to do that in almost 2 hours. Gimbal went from 90 some percent down to 80% in like about a minute. That's what happens in the cold if you don't have a power bank keeping your phone charged. The battery just drops like a rock. Exposed out here with the wind chill and everything. It's a bit dull walking along this stretch towards Castaloma. Just big fancy houses up around here. Hey, Brett Mallon, hello. But once we get to Castaloma, it's quite the sight to see. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it. Maybe some of you haven't. The sidewalks are very icy here, yeah. Have to watch where I'm walking. Just chunks of ice also that are easy to stumble over. Get some Kenny stumbles action tonight. It's like walking on marbles, you know? All these little chunks of ice. They just sort of roll under your feet. And they're super hard. And you just sort of slide over them. I've never done that, Carlos. I've never fallen while I was streaming or recorded a video. In all these years, in all these winters I've streamed and recorded through. I have yet to fall on my ass. I've come close a couple times though. More than a couple, but I haven't actually gone down yet. Nasty wind. Whoa. Is it ever too cold to walk? Once or twice I thought so. I did it anyway though. And I only stopped because my phone or gimbal died. So for me, probably no. Not in Toronto anyway. It never gets that cold in Toronto, where you're risking your life just by walking around outside for a couple hours. Now check this out. Over here we have the Spadina House Museum. Old historic house. Dating from the 19th century. There's a cool, whoops, my gimbal is protesting. But look at this, Castaloma. All lit up. Blue tonight. I'm not sure if that's supposed to mean it's cold. It's frozen solid, everyone. Oh no, Castaloma has become a ice castle. This is one of the main tourist attractions of the city. And it looks inside just as you would imagine a place like this would look inside, right? All kinds of grand rooms with antique furniture. Lots of big paintings of long dead people and that sort of thing. And at Halloween they turn it into a big haunted mansion, you know, which is pretty fun. And at Christmas time they do it up, obviously, for Christmas themed stuff. I've never actually been inside during their Christmas decor phase, or whatever you want to call it. I've never actually gone inside to check it out. But I can see a bunch of big trees inside there in that window. Hey, South Coast, I should sneak in. Yeah, probably easier said than done. Is it really haunted? Is any place really haunted? That's the question, right? Some people would say yes, but I would say no. Got a nice big tree here. Yeah, my gimbal is getting very weak. Although the battery still is green. It hasn't turned red or anything. It's just losing its strength here. The phone is getting wobbly. Let's take a walk past here. Don't want to strain my gimbal too much. Pan carefully. Any sudden movements and my gimbal will probably buckle. Look at that. See a bit of the interior there. This is a big fountain when it's warm. They stuck a tree on top of it. This was built, I think, around 1912, 1913, around there. 1911. 1911. Yeah, it opened in 1911. That's when they moved in. Sir Henry Powlett and his wife, Mary. They had this place built, and they moved in 1911, or 1913, sorry, yeah, 1913. I don't know where I saw 1911, but 1913. It certainly looks like a real castle, you know. Doesn't have a moat or anything, but that's all that's missing, right? And the views, once you get in the upper floors and look south, you get an amazing view of the whole downtown Toronto skyline. Hey, Barbarian and Bill Johnson. Tube Tonic, hello. E.J. Lennox is the architect, that's right. He designed a lot of famous buildings around Toronto, including Old City Hall, the big clock tower. The Stewart Building on College Street, another favorite of mine. Hey, Ralph Smith McKenzie, hello. A can blowing down the street. That's how you know it's still windy. And we're going to walk down the Baldwin stairs over here. Or steps, whatever they're called. Steps or stairs, whatever they... It's a big staircase. The Baldwin steps, I think, is what it goes by. Can you stay in Castaloma? I'm not sure if there are, like, rooms available for, like, overnight stays or things like that. You know, I never looked into it. It's like a museum, basically, so I'm not sure if that's part of what it is, you know? Hey, Elin, hello. Can hear music coming from it. Kind of looks like an ice castle tonight. Maybe that's the theme they're going for. But check out the view. You don't even have to be up in Castaloma to get a good view, but it is better, obviously. But you still get a good view just from right here at the top of the stairs. Let's see if I can get around the trees here without slipping and falling. There's the financial district and the CN Tower. You can see the green crane at the top of Sky Tower down at the foot of Yonge Street. Hey, Carlos. And over here is the Yorkville skyline, kind of behind the trees over there. It is very nice. Very, very nice. It's very icy here. Yes, I do think it is a very beautiful view. That's Spadina Avenue down there. It's still Spadina Road, actually, along that stretch we're looking at. It becomes Spadina Avenue, south of Bloor. And these are the Baldwin steps, a big staircase. Take us down to Davenport Road. If I look really hard, I might see a tower. I think there is something like that off in the distance there. Some sort of phallic object I can see. That is, get to it. Get to it. It's right there. Get to it. Stairs. Trying to be very careful with my gimbal. It's very weak right now. My gimbal is losing its strength. Stairs. It's probably one of the biggest staircases in town. There are some other contenders, I think, but this is definitely on the list. Alright, the Baldwin steps, or stairs, one or the other. I think my gimbal needs some Viagra or something. I'm just gonna go. It was safe for me to go, so I went. Alright, so we're heading towards downtown. We can see it there, right? See the skyscrapers. There they are. Not sure if I'll make it to my grocery store before 10 p.m. though. I might have to settle for a Shoppers Drug Mart. They stay open later. But then you have to pay Shoppers Drug Mart prices, which I don't enjoy. Take the gimbal to Mr. Lube. Yeah, I am walking home. Even if my equipment dies before I get home, I'm still going to walk the rest of the way home. I do have my other camera with me, my Osmo Pocket camera, because I recorded 2 videos before the stream, so I can always record another video after the stream if I'm not home yet. No Red Baron pizza at Shoppers, that's right. They do have the Dr. Oetker though, they do have that. But yeah, everything at Shoppers is like a couple bucks more expensive than at the grocery store, the major grocery stores. Unless something's on sale. Hey Luke, no hands. Hey, same to you. I'll be streaming on New Year's Eve. So if you'd like to check that out, it'd be great to have you. I think it's going to be a cold night on New Year's Eve too. Hopefully not as cold as tonight, but it's going to be chilly. Hopefully not as windy. There is a metro at Spadina and Bloor. That's true. That's true. It's still kind of far from home though, but That is an option if I wanted to end the stream. Here's DuPont Street and DuPont Station. Scott W. So we got the tower as a beacon right now. Walk towards the beacon. It's like the Eye of Sauron guiding us. Yeah, the castle, yeah, is very cool. Alright, south down Spadina. Alright, the phone is going back up now. I plugged it in nice and solidly, so it's actually charging again. Hey, around Toronto, hello. Yeah, it's cold here for sure. Hey, later, crikey. We're still well north of Bloor. Can't say we're downtown until we're at Bloor, basically. Once you're past Bloor, then you can say you're downtown. Ay, 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 the wind. Walking past the tall apartment building, getting some nice wind shear effect here. Happy New Year, Mary Honan. Why don't I wear a scarf? I guess I don't really feel the need to wear a scarf. I think that part of my body is okay. Hey, Michelle Gray and Cam. Oops. My gimbal's losing its connection again. Great. Not my gimbal, my phone. There's an entrance to Spadina Station here in this old house, basically. They turned it into a subway station entrance. Kind of neat. Of course, there's another entrance closer to Bloor Street. I see Bloor, I can see it. My power bank is at 69%. Nice. Still has plenty of juice. Hear the subway going underneath over here. Uh-oh, gimbal. A little gust of wind was too much for my gimbal. Can I still feel my face? Sort of. It's kind of stiff, you know? I think it's just numb now, so I don't really notice it feels cold as much. Kind of like how my foot with the blister is just at the point now where it doesn't hurt as much. I'm probably going to have to change the Band-Aid though when I get home. It's probably a bit rough under there. I think the wind might have eased up since, you know, how it was an hour ago or whatever when I started the stream 2 hours ago and a half. All right, Abby, have a good night. Thank you very kindly. We'll see you in the next one. Hey, Max, hello. There's the main Spadina station. Oh, it's Max Headroom. See, you're still doing your thing, Max Headroom. The wind, it's not gone yet. The wind still kicks up every now and again. Whew, we made it to Bloor. All right. Say we're finally coming into downtown now. $475 likes. Hey, not too shabby. Maybe we can hit 500 by the time I end the stream. But welcome once again to everyone for watching tonight. Thank you for watching and welcome. And all the new viewers, it's awesome to have you. Hope you come back for my next stream on New Year's Eve. That's going to be a big one. I'll be streaming the fireworks. How many steps do I walk? It varies. When I'm out recording videos, but not live streaming, I might walk 15,000 steps. If I'm doing a live stream and recording videos like I did tonight, then probably more like 25,000. And the odd time I'll go over 30,000 if it's a really busy day or I'm doing lots of walking, streaming, and all of the above. Whoa, it's windy as hell walking this way. Boo. But there are days when I just stay in and I don't do any walking. Like yesterday, I did not leave my apartment yesterday. Because oftentimes if I do go out and record some videos, I'll do 2 or 3 of them at a time, like all one after the other. And then I can stay home on the odd day here and there, since I have a video already in the bank or 2. Yeah, the sidewalks are nice and clear here now that we're downtown. Yeah, it's windy walking east here on Bloor. But there's lots of tall buildings also, kind of creates a wind tunnel. Hey, Eric, 199. Hello from near Orlando, Florida, with a freeze warning. Wow, even getting freeze warnings in Florida right now. Thank you very much, Eric, for the super chat. Well, I hope the freeze warning passes and we get back to some regular Florida weather. We're going to be dealing with this regular weather here for a while, unfortunately. Thank you, Eric, much appreciated. Hey, have a good night. Nadine, have a good night. There's the shoe museum here. That's right, Toronto has a museum full of shoes. The Bata Shoe Museum. Hey, Road King Rider. Got the whole history of footwear here. Alright, we're at St. George and Bloor. Just walking along sort of the northern end of downtown here. You can see one Bloor West up ahead. Tall, super tall. The tall, super tall. The super tall skyscraper. Sometimes I say things that make no sense. There's not a soul near the museum tonight, that's right. Other than me. Yeah, I guess Toronto is missing out on a lot of the really bad weather, thankfully. Like the crazy snow squalls and that sort of thing. Whiteout conditions, you know, that come with the wind. I think we got 10 centimeters the other day on Boxing Day, which isn't that much really in the great scheme of things, right? It's just a decent little winter snowfall, basically. Nothing to write home about or anything, but it was fun to stream through it though when it was coming down really good. I think a lot of people obviously enjoyed watching that. That stream I think has around 24,000 views now, including all the replays and everything. You're getting snow, Carol? Yeah, the flags are, you know, blowing decently. There's the tower again. Varsity Stadium right here. University of Toronto. Hey, evening BG. My phone is losing power now because my cord came loose. There's the Royal Ontario Museum. This is the biggest museum in Toronto right here. It's like a combination of a museum of natural history and an art museum. There's a little bit of everything in there. Hey, WMD. Hey, Eric, another super chat, $4.99. You're expecting 2 to 5 Celsius the next 2 mornings in the Orlando area. Is that like super duper ungodly cold to people from Orlando? Probably, right? Thank you again, Eric. Well, I hope you get through it all okay down there in Orlando. Cheers. Hey, now my phone is at 69%. Nice. What's my power bank at now? It's only at 68. It only dropped 1%. Oops, didn't want to do that. Just making sure my touchscreen was still functioning properly here. Sometimes it doesn't respond properly when it gets too cold. Yeah, I remember that, Gertish. I remember I walked for like a long time when my phone was at 0%. And it just stayed at 0%. And I was able to stream for like a while, right? When it was at 0%. I was like, what the heck is going on here? It was kind of a weird night. Hey, Sanjay. There's the museum again, the old historic side there. Got the addition on this side. Yeah, the new power bank works great as long as things are properly plugged into it. It's strong enough to power both my gimbal and my phone, no problem. Strong enough to recharge a laptop even. Just from the power bank alone, I could recharge my MacBook. The if I ever need to do that for some reason. Hey, IQ Micro, how you doing? Yeah, this is the Mink Mile here on Bloor Street, where all the fancy stores are. It's pretty big. It's a big, hefty power bank. Much bigger than my old one. Much heavier. I have it taped to my... It's hard to talk when it's cold. I have it taped to my gimbal, so I don't have to hold on to it. So my gimbal and power bank together here probably weigh like, I don't know, close to like 5-ish pounds maybe. I don't know. So my gimbal holding arm is getting a good workout here. That's what she said. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, not much action on the Mink Mile tonight, right? Nobody's at Gucky or Herms. Is my city normally this quiet? It's normally much livelier, Eric, but yeah, a cold Monday night will certainly keep things a bit quieter. Also, right after Christmas too, you know, tends to be that quiet little window here before things liven up again between Christmas and New Year's. Thank you very much for the $4.99 once again. Cheers once again, Eric. Thank you. Maybe I'll take us over to Yonge Street. Probably be a bit livelier on Yonge Street. All the stores here on the Mink Mile are closed now. There's not really many restaurants or anything here. It's all just upscale designer clothing stores mostly, right? So if they're all closed, there's really not much activity along here, but Yonge Street has all kinds of things that are open late, lots of restaurants and weird little stores and stuff. So we'll take a walk over to Yonge Street. That's sort of like the main lively street of downtown, one of them anyway. But you can see a lot of my other videos on my channel, how crazy busy Toronto gets. Downtown can be jam-packed at times with people. Swarming with humans. There's the big new Tiffany stores going there. At Bay. Big Italy store. I wonder if I can just pop into the entrance of the Manulife Center here, just to give my gimbal another little, or my phone I should say, another try here with the cord, get it plugged in a bit better. I can still go into the little entranceway here, maybe. It's closed now, but maybe they... or maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Still go in here. Plugged it in a bit better. Just to make sure my phone doesn't suddenly die in the next like 10 minutes, which it could very well do if it doesn't have a good connection to the power bank. Wickety wickety whack. I warmed up for a minute there. Felt good. Can I pan up without my gimbal freaking out here? Let's see. There you go. One Bloor West. Alright, Yonge Street. Downtown Yonge. Late Monday night, during a cold, cold wind chill night. Whoops. A ray of sunshine. Lots of scaffolding here, walking around the construction site. The The gimbal's dying. That's what's wrong with it. Even while it's plugged into the power bank. Yeah, almost 3 hours in. My gimbal's lifespan during a cold night is probably almost at its limit here. It's warm in the brass rail, yeah, no doubt. Need a cozy for the gimbal. Yeah, not sure if that would work. It might, you know, it might help anyway. But I said I was gonna walk downtown, and I am downtown now. Kind of took the scenic route. It's crazy to think I was in little Jamaica at one point. And now we're on downtown Young. That's what 3 hours of walking will get you. These cars are doing. Should I go or what? Alright, I'm gonna go. Can you hear the wind? It's not too bad right now, walking south here. Yeah, it looks like I'm not going to be able to go to the big grocery store. The ones near my house anyway. They're closing in like 3 minutes. I guess Shoppers Drug Mart it is. Or Rabba. I'd rather go to Shoppers Drug Mart than Rabba though. Rabba's even more expensive than Shoppers Drug Mart. Problem, Gertish. I was prepared. I knew what I was getting myself into tonight. Hey, Annalisa, hello. And Nomad. I cross. Let us cross. Let us cross. I got long johns on. Is it snowing in the Niagara Falls area? Definitely feel more wind here. Got the wind tunnel kicking in. Probably would be worse if I was walking on Bay Street. Bay Street has a more solid line of tall buildings going continuously along the whole street. Here on Yonge Street we do have some low buildings interspersed with the tall buildings. Bay Street's more like a high-rise canyon. It's a bit livelier now that we're on Yonge Street. So this is just packed with restaurants all along the street, and a lot of these restaurants are open late. There's so many of them now. Halal guys. My tongue doesn't want to work properly when it's cold. Sound like Mushmouth from Fat Albert. Stream. It's much harder to walk. Need a chocolate to warm me up. I do have some chocolate at home though. I got quite a lot of chocolate from my sister. She sent me home with lots of goodies when I went to her house. Hey G Jacobs, hey, welcome. And Euro Saturday support, hello. Welcome to both of you. And I hope everyone is enjoying the stream. Hello to any new viewers, maybe first time watching the stream tonight. I do these streams regularly. Usually 3 times a week I'll do a live stream. And the other days of the week I'll post a pre-recorded video. So basically 7 days a week there's something new you can watch on my channel. Walking around the city for the most part, sometimes taking rides on the subway, or the streetcar. So by all means, check it all out. Hit the subscribe if you want to check out more videos and streams. Hit the notification bell also. Come and say hi in the chat if you want, if you do subscribe, or not. Or don't do any of that stuff. Whatever you want to do, it's all good. I'm just going to keep on doing what I do anyway. Including walking across red lights. It's getting windier the further south I go here. Hey, thank you, Ziggy. Yeah, I've been enjoying this walk, you know, even though it's cold and windy. And it doesn't sound like it'd be a good time, but I've been out here for over 3 hours now, and I'm still alive. I'm still at it. Getting close to home. I can feel the warmth of my apartment beckoning me. Hey, thanks, Carol. We got around. We're almost at Yonge and Carleton, or college, depending on what side of the street we're on. I'm just go through this light too. Oops, the wind. My gimbal doesn't like it. There we go. Here's a Shoppers Drug Mart here. And my gimbal is, I think it's dying on me here. I was going to go down to the Shoppers Drug Mart at Yonge and Dundas, but maybe I'll have to settle for this one here at Yonge and Carleton. I don't think my gimbal can make it down to Yonge and Dundas. But you've all seen Yonge and Dundas before. Toronto's Times Square-like area. If not, you can always take a look at my last stream during the snowstorm. I walked through there. But I think I'm going to wrap it up here at this Shoppers Drug Mart. This one's open 24 hours here. Yeah, we made it over 3 hours, right? Not too shabby. Hope you all enjoyed the long Monday night stream through the freezing cold with the wind chill. I had a good time walking with you all. So, yeah, New Year's Eve. I'll be streaming New Year's Eve. Hope you can all check that out. Probably start the stream around 10 p.m. or thereabouts. Make my way down to the waterfront area for midnight for the big fireworks. So check it out, subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure you don't miss that for anybody who hasn't already done those things. And tomorrow evening I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video around 7:15 p.m. So hope to see you there for that. There'll be a live chat as we watch the pre-recorded video, and I'll be in the chat. So hope to see you in there. And thanks to the mods, Vivian, Alan K, cheers. Thank you for all the good work you do, and huge thanks to everyone who sent support with the super chats, super stickers, or any PayPal donations. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate the support more than you know. It means a lot to me that you help support me and the channel, so I can keep on keeping on with the continuing, right? And thank you to all the channel members as well. Alright, until next time, I will continue. Alright, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Let me get my hat here. Alright, I'll see you soon, people. Have a good night. Yeah, my gimbal is very, very weak here. Alright, that's it for now. I'll see you soon. Stay warm, man, wherever you are. Don't do what I do and wander around for hours in the cold, unless you really like it. And sure, knock yourself out, I guess. Yoink!